If not, we'll find out soon enough.
Oh, Lord.
Welcome to another edition of 50 Days of Dragon Con, the podcast that even germs can't stop. And
that's why it's a podcast, dude.
And joining me, as always, from her bunker, Leigh.
Hi. Yes, it's my bunker. And if you're seeing this, we
ahead.
are doing this year. We are videoing it. Oh, that is just
Also,
John.
Woo, my head is so big.
Oh, look at how big our head is. Okay. John likes to play with this, so I don't know what the heck he's going to do with how it will move all around. Oh.
Ladies.
I swear I didn't even mean it like that. Okay. But we're videoing it, so if you want to really see our bright, happy faces, that's great. You'll be able to see that I put on lipstick for like the first time in like 4 weeks. And John, I think I told you this, but because I have my hair done and down, instead of thrown up in a bun on top of my head, I don't like that, John. Go away. I don't like just my face, John. Jonathan, don't do that. And then I also see my hair is bad in the back. But my computer didn't know who I was. You're going to give somebody vertigo doing that if they're watching this. But show them your cool background, because I don't have mine yet, but you have a cool background.
This one?
Where we can see part of your home in the back.
Yeah, that
part
one.
of your fandom cave, kind of like mine. There it is. Look, it's a Sasquatch crossing.
It's floating.
It is. That's pretty cool. And then I got this last year on the Eventi site with the vendors, and it's a little baby Mothman. And he has a thing on the back.
For those that are going to be looking, that they're hearing the audio version of this and want to look for the video version of it, it will be on. And by the way, your moth guy is pretty friggin' cool.
Isn't he a little cutie?
Yeah, he is. It'll be on the Unique Geeks YouTube page, which has like only a few things on it.
Oh,
and ideally, at some point, streaming to the Unique Geek Facebook as maybe the extract. I don't know. We can send it to the extract Facebook page as well.
I don't know. Maybe.
We can talk about that.
We'll talk about that later.
Let's talk about it offline.
What in the heck is that thing that you were waving around? Is that like Sasquatch?
Hey, look what happens.
Ooh. You really like the toys, don't you? Ooh, I can't wait. So, yeah, I'm going to be sitting in Picard's den. I'm just going to tell you right now. That sucker's going to be Picard's den right behind me.
Yeah, anyway.
But yeah, so,
it's 50 days Leigh, why don't you tell people what this is really supposed to be about, other than us goofing off?
First of all, us goofing off. It's been 18 months since we've really had a way to be very, very fanish. And so, it's so nice to be fanish right now.
In fairness, we did do a few last year.
We did do a few last year in 2020, which we went as virtual as DragonCon did, which was a lot of fun. It was good to talk to people. And then you and I were on DragonCon TV.
Yeah, we were. Yeah. And the ratings were terrible.
Terrible. We have not been invited back. I am not surprised. But yes, what?
But DragonCon Goes Virtual is actually, I think we mentioned it. Maybe we did a wrap up. I don't remember what we did. But it was really, 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 really well done.
It was. We did. We talked with Rachel as a wrap up, and it went really, really well. I liked it.
I don't remember.
I now know how to use Discord. I don't use it, but I know how.
Hey, look, if I sit a little lower, it makes more sense. My head's not filling up and you can see that I do have still a little bit of hair. Anyway, yeah, you learned how to use Discord.
Mine's all gray.
Discord is still running.
Discord is still running. Yes,
Discord's still running.
Yes, and one of my seconds, Deb, loves Discord now, and she is often in the extract room. House Sheraton for the win, babies.
Yeah, we got to do that again this year, right?
Yes, we do. I think they are. They're not figuring out exactly how we're going to do this yet. So, but that'll be interesting.
So that's a good point that you bring up, Leigh. And yes, as we try to get back into the subject of what this is about, Dragon Con this year, even at this stage, and we're about 50 days out, we're recording this about 51 plus
Yep.
days out, is still in flux.
It's still a little in flux. And
It's in flux more than what DragonCon normally in a normal year is. Yeah.
In a normal year, it's a lot less fluxy.
Using normal and DragonCon in the same sentence.
In a yeah, I can't even think
In
of
a
another
non-pandemic, non-lethal virus
infested
year.
world. Yeah.
Yes.
So it is a little more flexible than usual, but we always say don't believe it's going on until your butt's in the chair and it's already started. But there is a DragonCon planned. It's gonna be in person. The good news is it is September 2nd through the 6th. There will also be virtual DragonCon going on again. There will be more information about that. The good news is I go to a track directors meeting on Sunday the 18th. I think that's right. Would that be Sunday? And we'll have more information, but we're also going to try to get Rachel, one of the chairs of DragonCon, to also be on, who's been on often, and we love talking to her, and of course anybody else. We'll have a lot of people. We're going to ask about that in a second, but it is going on. Now, do we know exactly how it's going to look? No, but there is a great page to go to, which is dragoncon.org/updates, and it's all right there. And I've got to tell y'all, it's wonderful because the updates will tell you, yeah, we're going to do it, and we are going to make sure everybody follows the rules. And if you want to stay home, we're still going to have that. A couple of things. There's a running FAQ, but at the very bottom, John, and I'm going to show you my phone. You can't see it.
Really make it out.
Yep, it's all right. But it says, and no, the app isn't ready. We'll let you know. So that's your warning now.
Well, how old is that update, though? I mean, that could have been written yesterday. So who knows?
Who knows? It's not up yet, John.
It could be ready by now.
I will see you, and I have pointy shoes, even if I don't wear heels anymore.
Just like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yes.
Oh.
But I don't melt. Oh. Oh, no, anyway. What? I don't like it when you go, oh, what?
No. Yeah, so yeah, it's important to point out that there is going to be a virtual. It won't be free this year.
Nope.
My understanding, I think it's $10, right?
I think so, but I don't know that yet exactly. But if you do want to come, there's still stuff going on. But I also want to say there is one thing on here. I live outside the U.S. There are FAQs. I live outside the U.S. and travel is not yet allowed. Is there anything I can do about my membership? Because usually DragonCon doesn't roll over memberships. And last year, due to 2020 COVID, they did, which was very, very wonderful and everything. But this year, they're not doing that for people here. If you live outside and you still can't travel, though, contact the DragonCon office. That's dragoncon@dragoncon.org. Sorry. And that email will get through. There's a link on the site, dragoncon.org. It'll get you there. So contact the office if you can't get in here yet. Canada, come on, Trudeau. Let us come back and visit, and you can come visit us because we like you. So, yeah. But there's that. So, yay.
Yeah. The plan is for us again.
Not doing 50.
We're not going to do 50 even though we call it 50 Days DragonCon. I don't think we've ever actually done 50. We've come close.
Oh, yes, we have.
I would imagine this year, given the amount of flux, although there is still a lot of information to impart.
There's still stuff going on.
Let me say this before any of the senior folks say it or remind me. Remember, any information you get from us,
right?
We're just passing along. It is not confirmed. The best place to go is if you're looking for anything specific, especially when it comes to hotels, to membership fees. Do I call it dues or fees? Memberships.
Dues.
Memberships. Let's just leave it at memberships.
That's a good question.
Volunteering, hours of operation. Rules around, especially this year, rules around hygiene and other things like that. We got some general rules about hygiene that you should still follow, but
yes, we
especially
do.
now,
John will put them up at some point.
But all that, the best places to go are any of the official DragonCon channels, which are dragoncon.org, obviously, as well as they have an official Facebook and probably an official Twitter, but I think Twitter's
They
just
do.
for like announcing things. But
Right. And if you go on the DragonCon.org site, it'll ask you if you want to sign up for the DragonCon newsletter, which will, of course, give you more awesome emails, because that's what we all need in this post-pandemic world, is more emails. But these are cool emails that you kind of want to read. So
yeah. So the point is that we will try to give you as much information as possible, as accurately as possible, but we are not an official DragonCon source.
We are not.
Yeah. So that's very important to know. Leigh and I Leigh more than me has been involved in DragonCon directly for very years.
25 plus at this point.
Yeah. So we do know a lot of stuff, but especially this year and last year, we do not want to be the person that says, yeah, that's okay, that's enough.
Yeah, this is right. This is what to do. That's not what we're saying. But also understand that the information we give is accurate as of our taping this, recording.
Mm-hmm.
So if we give you information, do understand that things come up on the DragonCon list every day, because we've got a guest list right now, John, and the announcements, the last update that I am reading from is from 7/13. So, guests are being added right now. It's a lot of writers, a lot of voiceover people, a lot of comic book artists and writers. So that's good. But if you're a Smallville fan, that's the best Lex. I'm sorry, in my opinion, the best Lex. That all three of them are coming. Michael Rosenbaum, Tom Welling,
are scheduled to appear.
Are scheduled to come. Oh, that's right. Also, people are scheduled. Now, I bet people are already saying, John, I don't see my show listed down, or my fandom doesn't have anything yet. Let's remember it's only really 6 months, 7 months out of COVID when it kind of calmed down. And I really hate looking at my big face, John. Cannot tell you how much. But, so, thank you, John. There might not be actors, or there might not be your show or your fandom or whatever, but they're just starting to get into filming again. So maybe they don't know yet if they can say yes or no, or they're just still trying to find out. So keep looking, keep watching that guest update page, and you never know. Yeah. You just never know. And anybody who is listed is pending availability and or, a zombie outbreak or what. That's actually not that funny anymore to say, is it?
No, it isn't. Not really.
No.
Yeah. So we do have. You're speaking earlier about international folks. I know that we have some Canadian friends, right?
Yeah.
That may or may not be able to make it this year, depending upon what happens.
Yes.
Depending upon
Right now,
I'll keep for right now. I'll keep my opinion to myself. Later, it should be pretty well known what my opinion is.
I bet I know your opinion because we were chatting earlier. But yeah.
Well, anyway.
Oh.
So to that point, as far as I understand it, DragonCon does not have an official vaccination policy nor a face mask policy.
Not yet. There's nothing listed on the site, but if there is, it'll be on the site.
Nor do we know if there's going to be any caps or anything like that at this point.
Don't know anything about that.
There's still. I'm not even sure. And Leigh, maybe maybe you've heard something that I haven't heard. I'm not even 100% sure that the parade is still.
I have not heard. I know that is a question a lot of people have been kind of curious about. So I don't know. City of Atlanta has been slow on some things right now. So who knows?
Yeah. So it's important that's an important distinction to know, because I know that everyone loves the parade, but the parade is a public event put on by DragonCon.
Right.
It occurs outdoors with lots of people.
Down Peachtree Street.
And whereas DragonCon itself is a private event, so therefore it could make its own rules if it needs to.
Exactly. And that's come up before, because people have said I can go into any hotel. DragonCon and we're still in the 5 hotels and America's Mart right now, guys. So wait, isn't that what it's called now? Yeah. America's Mart. So we're still planning on that right now. Yes, it is. Last I read, it was still called that. Who knows? It might be bought. But we're going to be in that. Right now, as far as I know, X-Track is gonna be back in the Sheraton. But you know what? Have Track will travel. We've moved from the Hyatt to the Marriott to the Sheraton, and hey, I like the Sheraton because everybody's nice and they smile and they wave at me. But the Sheraton actually just changed owners too. I think it's now a part of
I think it's Hilton,
SPG.
isn't it?
Is it a Hilton now? I don't remember. It's a big one.
I think it's Hilton because I know I went in my first foray out into the real world.
Oh, okay.
Went to the my wife and I's 25th wedding anniversary was in 2020.
That's so sweet. Oh, yay!
So we were supposed to go to someplace. We were going to go out to the beach on the other coast of Florida here. But things
the other
happened.
coast, as in California, or
as in the east coast of Florida, as opposed to the west coast, which is where I'm at. For those that don't know, I'm actually in Tampa, Florida. Go Bolts!
Go who?
And Bolts, Lightning Bolt, the Lightning, Tampa Bay Lightning,
the hockey team, right?
It's a hockey team.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. For those that don't know, that's a sports played with a flattened ball,
and it's on skates.
And it's on skates on ice.
On ice.
And
backwards.
And fist fighting actually occurs, and nobody really gets in trouble for it.
No, it's awesome.
So
and take a rest.
So you're back-to-back Stanley Cup champions, by the way.
My God! Did
sorry,
you really
Steve.
have to say that?
Sorry,
you
Steve.
have said that. Steve and Raina are so mad at you
yes,
right
now. Yeah.
As is Scuffley.
And by the way, we because we're Floridians, we also bent the cup while we were at it. So we've busted the cup.
You bent Lord Stanley's cup.
Technically, it's a traveling cup. The actual Lord Stanley's cup is actually in Montreal in a case.
It's not at the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto?
Well, it's in Toronto. That's true.
The Hockey Hall of Fame is in Toronto.
Sorry. Yes, it's in Toronto. No, but the funny part is you do send the cup to Montreal to get repaired. So
you happen to know this now.
So we beat the Montreal Canadiens. Now we're going to send you the cup, but you can only touch it because of our party fouls.
Because we screwed up and dropped it.
Because one of our guys was drunk and probably tried to do a keg stand off of it.
Well, you're supposed to drink out of Lord Stanley's cup.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about that.
No, sorry.
What was I saying?
Hockey, I know, a sport. This is different. We're back.
I'm in Tampa.
Travel. Right.
Yes, I'm in Tampa, Florida, and Leigh is actually in the hometown of Dragon Con.
I'm in Metro Atlanta, baby. Woohoo!
So, So that's where we are. So everyone. Anyway,
you were traveling for your 25th a year late.
We wound up on the 26th, staying pretty much local, but still going to the beach because outside is fine without masks, especially at the beach when it's all spread out. Is pretty safe. It's not 100%. Nothing is 100%. But anyway, plus I am vaccinated. We went to the Sheraton down there on Sand Key, and we used our Hilton rewards. So I'm pretty sure it's a Hilton.
Well, is Hilton's a part of SPG, so that might be right. Which is now Bonvoy.
There is a way for us to check this, but
but
why?
We're just not,
why bother?
Just chat about it. Then look at the phone, as you all know, that is sitting on my lap along with my other notes. But yeah, there's one other thing I want to say is a lot of people. Actually, I saw it on some of the sites. People were saying, "Why are there all these people listed from early, and now we're just getting a few people?" Guests and pros who said, yes, we want to come in 2020 were, they got emails first and said, do you want to come back? And so if they said yes, they went right up on the site. So that's why you see a whole lot of names at the first, and then they get smaller as we go, guys. You got to get used to this. But yeah, so what did you, see, you don't like.
No. You were talking. I just want to focus on you.
Okay, well, they get to see my messy, messy place. This is my fandom cave. It's all behind me. I love my fandom cave. It's a wonderful place. I have a Coulson behind me, and I have a Hawkeye. And what else do I have? I have lots of things back there. I have You have a Hawkeye from MASH? No, I have a Hawkeye. Oh, actually, I probably do have a Hawkeye from MASH, probably somewhere, because I always love MASH. But I also have the Abominable
Abominable.
Snowman from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, because I like Sasquatch as much as John does. John and I would actually go. Would we go hunt? Would you go hunt with me one night? Like, would you go out in the wood? Like, if we went with a group?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
See, I just don't want to stay outside. I don't want to camp. So, like, I would go somewhere if I didn't have to live in a tent.
Now, let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
Did you watch that documentary on Hulu?
Oh, on Hulu? Yes.
I haven't finished the last episode.
Okay,
There's only like 3 episodes or 4, maybe 4.
It's a very limited series, and I think it was 3. What we're talking about is on Hulu. It is actually called Sasquatch.
Is that what it's called, Sasquatch?
That's exactly what it's called.
Squatching.
No, it's called Sasquatch, and it's not what you think it's going to be, and you should all watch it. It came out actually on my birthday. I watched it on my birthday. I watched the first episode on my birthday because Hulu loves me. No, they actually really don't love me.
And for the record, Leigh's track actually covers Sasquatches.
Yes, we do. We have Sasquatches, and we have Mothman, and we have X-Files, which I know there's a Mulder and Scully up there. Yeah, I got my Barbie Mulder and Scully up there, but I'm not reaching up that high to get anything. And of course, Command and things like that. So, but I'm just really excited to be around fandom people. I really want to be around fandom people. I've been able to go to a few in-person meetings with a very select group, and to be able to see people and hug people, and I missed it. I don't know about anybody else. I missed it. I don't miss going into, I agree that going into an office doesn't seem to be important anymore, unless there's something really that you cannot do not out of the office. And there are a whole lot of frontline work that you can't do unless you're in an office. But I think we're realizing.
Yeah, my work is now I'm indefinitely working from home. So,
and with what you do, that makes sense. Do you show the when you have to be on a conference call? Do you show the Sasquatch behind you?
No, it's here. I'll just show for everybody. Well, let's see. Here, I can just do it this way. It's normally just my geek cave, my studio.
Oh, you still show them your geek cave then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, see, if I did that at my office because I talk about Sasquatch and all of that, they'd all be like, Lee, seriously,
and I only,
where did you find this?
And I only did this to make you jealous. So
it is I am very jealous. And when I get my green screen that we ordered together because I couldn't figure out which one was best, you'll see that next time. But we have a unique geek banner, right?
Yeah, I should be putting that up, and I also should have switched. Currently, I went back to the non-paid version of StreamYard, which is, by the way, what we use. And StreamYard is pretty cool, and actually, I believe that's what most of the live stuff for DragonCon TV was done on.
Because it was easy to
but
click
because I wasn't really doing any. Although I should have, what is your biggest regret about besides the human tragedy of the pandemic? Mine is that I didn't do any podcasting. Even though I said, this is a great opportunity for me to finally do all these things I've been writing down in my little books here and everything.
Yeah, that's probably mine, because you and I have one we want to do together, and that's probably my biggest thing, and we still need to do it.
Yeah, it's just the energy. It was just a thing where just suddenly, even though I had the time, I didn't have the energy.
You didn't, and it was that ennui. It was deep ennui, because every day was something new.
As it turns out, too, by the way.
Yes.
I was going through this, and this has absolutely nothing to do with DragonCon, and I don't think that any of this podcast at this point has anything to do with DragonCon.
Well, it did. We're just saying hi to everybody because we'll hit it on the 50th.
So here's an interesting thing.
Sorry. Yes.
Towards the beginning of the pandemic, let's say April 2020, I started and I'm sure I'll just share this with everyone. I suffer from anxiety, as I think many of our listeners do as well.
I will share that I'm there right with John, depression and anxiety.
Yeah. So, but I also can be a bit of a hypochondriac. I have my mom calls, white coat syndrome. As it turns out, as it turns out, when I was a kid, I had spinal meningitis.
Yes.
And
we talked about that.
Yeah. So I was in the hospital for a long time when I was like 1 and 2 or whatever. I don't remember it, of course, because
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Right.
But psychologically that could be, I don't know, whatever. I don't know why.
You just believe in the white
I
coats.
just had therapy yesterday. I don't know why I'm doing this now. So
We're really open here now, guys. I do my therapy every other Monday. Is it are you weekly or every other week at this point?
I only go once a month right now. So.
Oh, okay. See,
But
I'm every other week, so I'm crazier.
So, but towards a month or two in, I was cycling through being sick. I always felt tired. I always felt blah blah blah. I would I'd come home from work, meaning I would go downstairs. I
would end my work day.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I would go to sleep. I'd take a nap, which is something that my entire life I've never done. Going on, and I just dragging, and my temperature would fluctuate, and I must have like 6 COVID tests throughout the time. Never had COVID. Finally, once things started to open up, I scheduled an appointment back to my dentist because just one day I finally had oh, by the way, in the middle of this pandemic, my dentist of 20 some odd years retired.
Yeah,
So he transferred the service, his practice over to a younger couple, husband and wife dentist routine. By the way, those conversations at dinner must be fascinating.
Yeah, how was your day? Well, I got a root canal. What'd you do? Oh, I got to do 7 crowns. Woohoo!
So, and they were in the same office. So,
oh no.
We, so I taste this weird taste in my mouth. I was like, what is this? So I said, it tastes like there's like an infection or something going on back there. Turns out that one of my teeth back there that I actually had a root canal on, the very last tooth in my mouth, right, the last molar, because I already have my wisdom teeth out, was infected, and had been infected apparently, according to him, because when he went to go pull it out, this is gross, I know, it's
that's right.
Trigger warning. He pulled it out really easy. He said they were just like,
Whoosh.
it was, yeah, and he said, and it was bad in there. He said, you didn't feel any pain? I said, no. There had been a root canal, and
yes, I know.
Said, and then the next question he asked, which was very interesting, he said, "Have you been tired? Have you been, sick for whatever?" Yeah. I said, "Yeah, it's been going on for like about 6, 7, 8 months now." But I said, "Isn't everybody tired?
We're all kind of freaked out right now, no matter what it is." Yes.
So he said, "I think you might notice that you're better." Sure enough, 3 days later,
as soon as you got on those wonderful, wonderful antibiotics,
the antibiotics, right? All of a sudden, my energy level returned. I was, I wasn't dragging anymore. I wasn't going to sleep all the time.
Did you still learn how to take naps?
I have been taking naps only because I've been started recently going back to the gym as well. Recently,
yes.
Trying to stay distanced there too. So
yep.
People should start getting an idea of where I stand here.
Yep. I have a, yeah. I got mask everywhere.
Yeah. So,
don't let your health go down, even during a crisis, is kind of what you're trying to say.
Yeah, that was my point. Don't deny your health care, your dental care. I know everyone's like going, you went a year and without going to the dentist?
I did too.
Unfortunately,
I did too.
Yeah.
And then when I went, it was like, oh wow, I got to do. Oh, I did think that was happening, but
unfortunately, it was the only thing that was really, really bad with me. But it had been happening, and it had been happening without me knowing it. So, anyway, Dragon Con is coming up in 50 days.
It's okay, but see, we're talking about this virtually, John. I've had virtual doctor's appointments with my neurologist.
With your neurologist?
Yes. I only had 2. It was just really a check-in to make sure everything was as good as it
Do you stick your webcam up to your ear and then?
No. It wouldn't make an echo, I think.
Well, no, that's your microphone. You stick your microphone on the other side and then you see how bad it goes.
I did that with them. I did it with my internist because at one point we thought I had COVID. I didn't. Got tested. Didn't have it. And he was like, all right, here's what we're going to do. It's either COVID or the flu or a really crappy cold. So I'm going to send in the Theraflu prescription in case, but go get the COVID test. And if it comes back positive, it's COVID. If you still feel bad in 3 days, it's the flu. And otherwise, it's just a cold. And so, yeah. But no, I did that. And now I'm still, with my therapist, I'm still online for that.
Yeah, I'm doing mine online too. In fact, I'm
Virtually.
sort of having a therapy session right now.
Yeah, it's always great. That's part of what this is, isn't it?
So tell me about your childhood, Leigh.
No. Dude, you do not want me to start there. But I actually want to say one other thing. I want to say thank you to people last year. It was really sweet seeing people say thank you for us doing this, which we love doing it because, as you can tell, John and I really do like each other most of the time. But it was really good to have.
You can see me now.
I can see you now. Yeah, shaking your head is a. But you know my eye itches, so what do I know?
Interesting.
But it was really sweet to see that, and it was really sweet this year to get all the things going. Okay, guys, you know, knock knock. 60 days before Dragon. 60 days.
Yeah, we had several people notify us. Zan, of course, let us know.
Many people
remind us that I think when we were 100 days out, I think is when she told us.
That probably sounds about right. Yep. That gives us a good 50
maybe.
days. That gives us a good 40 days.
And by the way, just so you think, if you think that made us get prepared, no, I'm pretty sure that right now we have no idea who our next guest is. No. That's pretty much how we operate here. It's much like Dragon Con, although Dragon Con's way more prepared.
And it has an app.
But it does change. It does change at anybody's whim.
And it can change because of many different things, people not being available, things like that. But this is but it was very sweet to people to say that. And we miss each and every one of you. And even if all we get to do, if we see each other this year, is bump elbows, I will be glad to bump elbows with people.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a Bigfoot, I have a Sasquatch mask, and I have a shield mask. And I hate and I'm really not happy with Disney Plus because there is absolutely no reason that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not part of the MCU, even though it's an alternate timeline. I won't get into my rant about that right now.
So that was something that came up on a different podcast, which was
one of yours? No.
No, it was on Need Coffee's. We Can't Trust Us.
So
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not officially part of the MCU?
See, here's what we're finding out. They're saying it's not because it's now been pulled out of the MCU timeline. Now, Agent Carter, which Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had ties with, especially last season, is part of the MCU.
And Coulson is part of the MCU.
And Coulson is part of the MCU.
Otherwise, the Avengers don't happen.
Right. And Loki, but because of the new show Loki, there's some questions about what is and what isn't, and this came out. But see, I don't care. We're seeing that there are multiverses. We already knew there was a multiverse. It was called Spider-Man in the Multiverse, or whatever that movie was, with Miles, and it was wonderful, the animated one. And multiverse is fine. I don't care that that's one of my little alternate realities. I hope that's a great reality. And in that reality, I get to meet Coulson.
In Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they
have alternate reality.
They have alternate, timelines and realities.
Alternate timelines and alternate realities and people that come back and forth and So there you go.
Anyway,
but I'm not going to get on that rant right now because at some point I will get on that rant. But I will also say that I still do have all of my Avengers love and many other loves. I have watched. Now that is the good thing. I have watched a lot of TV, which is both a good thing and a bad thing because there is so much good stuff out there on all these different services. It's amazing. And I finally have Paramount Plus because of Picard. And then we watched it.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Picard pulled me in, man. I was trying my best not to. And then it was like, oh, okay, well, here's my money.
Again, not Dragon Con related, but still geek related.
Well, it's geek related.
Did you
what else?
Watch Black Widow?
Mm-mm. Not yet. My husband wants to go, and there is a drive-in theater in Atlanta, and that we're talking about going to. My son went on Friday at the drive-in. Hi, didn't ask him how it went, but they went to the drive-in. And there's also a theater near us that has very big seats and is also spreading people out. So if we did that and went like 4:00 in the afternoon, which we could do.
By spreading out, you don't mean drawing and quartering them, right?
No.
Okay.
Or anything else that you might come up with later.
I was just thinking from a historical purpose, I don't know why you would think of all people, would think anything other than that.
I know you. I've known you for however many years that we can't count anymore.
All right.
Yeah. All right. So this is about it. But
so 50 days Dragon Con. We'll probably wind up doing. My goal probably this year is probably in the ballpark of high 20s to 30, somewhere in there.
Oh, okay. I was going mid-30s. So.
Oh well, okay. Well, we have stuff to shoot for. Hey, it's raining again.
Oh wait, it's sunlight here, but it was raining yesterday, on and off all day long.
Well,
and yet still my grass is dying.
One of the things we do like to do, we're going to try this. We're going to try this year. Is typically during the Christmas times, I would go out and after Christmases and buy a whole bunch of crappy trivia games. Unfortunately, this year was not something that I was doing this past year because I was not going out and buying anything, really.
Did have an online sale.
Did they? Oh.
Yes.
No. I'm usually looking for the super clearance stuff. Now, I do still have a ton of cards in the event that this does not work out the way that I hope it does. However, because we do have a video component, I thought that, hell, everybody's doing it. Why not us? We're going to incorporate Jackbox games as our final test. And that way, even I can participate.
And if Jackbox Games would like to sponsor us, who knows why, we would love
They have no interest in doing so. I can tell you that for sure. However, Leigh, you got your little streamy devicey thing there?
My little phony thing? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Can I get my little phony thing?
Do you see the little code down there? Can you see it at underneath there, or do I need to?
Underneath where?
I don't know what you see on your side, but in the back.
I see nothing.
Okay.
I'm on private chat. I see you.
All right, well, I'll just add it to the stream. There we go.
Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, okay. So
there's the room code.
All right. Hold on. I got to go in there. This is what you make me do, which is...
Pipe knows what you want to watch, even when you can't articulate it.
This is the great thing, because as soon as I put J in, Jackbox TV comes up.
Water Jack.
Lumps, darts.
And what was the code? OFRJ.
Yeah. It's only good for right now, and nobody's watching, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Why am I having so much trouble?
Drugged. We've been drugged.
What am I hearing things? Oh,
you're hearing. Okay.
Binge pipe.
So we're gonna play. We're gonna go ahead and play. You don't know Jack. I'm sure a lot of you know that. We're only gonna play the first round. So whoever of us is leading at the end, that's who is leading.
I've just fallen down.
Which is a general trivia game, because there's only two of us. When there's three, we can do some more of the funner ones.
You don't know Jack.
Here we go.
Binge pipe. No, our CEO is not a stock photo.
Hey, I'm Cookie. Welcome to...
No, I don't need this anymore, do I?
You don't know Jack. Oh, yes, this game has always been part of the Binge Pipe family, and anyone who says otherwise will be severely reprimanded. Trust me. 2 players. When this is over, one of you will be the winner, and the other will be blaming your phone for being weird.
I got bets that it's Leigh that says that.
Oh, no. I've already played you once.
So let's make this happen.
Time for question 1.
I still just have this binge thing. Hold on.
Yeah, that's it.
Canon.
Oh. Hold on.
Insults would you not hear on the MTV show Oscar Wilde and Out? Dorian is so old, his portrait grows wrinkles. They call you Ernest because you don't exist. As a husband, Sir Robert is less than ideal. Or what is this, Torvald? A house for dolls?
No.
Running out of time, Leigh.
Okay, let's take a look. More like the importance of being wrong.
Both of us picked the wrong one.
Oh, no, I didn't. I got it.
Protagonist of A Doll's House, which was written by Henrik Ibsen, not Oscar Wilde.
Oh, would you not hear? Oh, woops. Okay,
Of course,
I read
if
it
this
wrong.
play was about your mother, it would have to be a blow-up doll. How about this one? Insert reference to one of their hit singles here. Which concert would be an example of the weekend not playing a weekend show? A Saturday show in Mexico, a Sunday show in Canada, a Saturday show in Brazil, or a Sunday show in Egypt?
I put my answer in.
I have no idea.
Took out. In order to honor the Muslim holy day on Friday, a weekend in Egypt is Friday and Saturday. Sunday's like a Monday.
Hey, we both got it right.
We both got it right. Hey,
Why they don't get Garfield.
Why don't we do it with free?
Coming up next, our luxury line of spells. And get ready to do some shopping because it's time for This or Dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's something you can buy at Gwyneth Paltrow's online store Goop, or something you can buy in the Weasley's joke shop in Harry Potter. Answer quick. You'll only have a few seconds to choose between Goop or Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. Okay, let's do it. Beauty dust. Instant darkness
it was Goop.
powder.
Weasley's.
10-second Pimple Vanisher.
Weasley's.
Oh!
Kid Calming Mist.
Kid Calming Mist. Goop. It's got to be Goop. Yep, Goop.
Daydream Charms.
Weasley's? Yes.
Psychic Vampire Repellent.
Psychic Vampire Repellent.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's Goop.
It is Goop! It was
Oh my
Goop!
God, he got that right.
You know poo. I know what that's got to be.
Which one do you? I'm gonna go Goop, but I doubt it. Yeah,
It's
nope,
Weasley's.
You're ahead of me
Weasley's.
a lot. You won.
Really rose above my expectations. But player 2, you really boned up that This or Dat.
Only one. Only boned up one.
Binge Pipe would like to improve your player experience.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
That's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Screwing during a question makes life a little tougher for your opponent in a variety of enjoyable ways. And you'll receive a monetary bonus if they answer incorrectly.
Great, thanks.
In retrospect, we should have had you sign a waiver before handing over sharp objects.
Try this on for size. Frat chance. If I wanted to start a fraternity with letters that more or less look like 3 pitchforks, what name should I use? Alpha, 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 Eta, 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 Chi, 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 or Psi, Psi, Psi?
I don't know. I'll go with Ada, Ada, Ada.
Sucks to be you.
I am not right.
Psi is the 23rd letter of the Greek alphabet, and it looks either like a little pitchfork or a little trident.
Oh, now I remember what that looks like.
Psi, Psi,
It
Psi.
looks like a little eye with a U thing over it.
My mom said
No.
it's on my
Does-
one show.
No? Just.
No.
Okay, I wasn't even right then. All right, I think this is our last question.
Why not try warm, fuzzy Zellers?
Oh, I have his autograph.
The official rules of golf. When are you allowed to artificially warm your balls? You can warm your balls before the round. You can warm your balls once during the round. Hey, you can warm your balls whenever you want. Or do not warm your balls, weirdo. And how do we do? To be fair, this certainly sounds like good advice.
Oh, I am
You can
wrong.
warm your balls with an artificial device, but only before the round, not during.
Lee got it right.
Check
I
this
played golf actually.
question. Check. Ball
Really weird.
one, check. Great. Pretty much at par.
So I believe our final score there was.
That's it for round 1.
We were going to remove them out of there. Our final score there was John with a negative 1,100, Lee with a 2,300 score.
Yep. I won.
So
I
Lee
just-
won.
Again, I won. Lee won.
Not sure how how well that worked, but we will find out in the
Okay, I
post.
think. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
Let us
we gotta
know.
work on the audio a little bit, I think.
Let us know.
I think I got to look on the audio.
Awesome. Also, wait, because as we said, let us know how you think about it. But also, let us know if you got questions.
Mhm.
Send us your emails. Send us your phone calls. John, do you remember our phone number?
813-321-0-TUG.
Tug. That's just wrong.
884.
884. Tug.
So it's 813-321-0884.
You need a little thingy that shows up at the bottom.
I do have one. Hold on.
Okay. And then our email is 50 days at the
There you go.
unique. Oh, there it is. Call the comment line. And at theuniquegeek.com.
Yeah, 50 days at theuniquegeek.com.
At the unique geek, because there is a the there. I always try to forget, and I don't know why.
Yeah, so let us
So
know
that's
if you enjoy this piece. Again, we're just sort of getting back into the groove. Hopefully, there will be one in the next day or two after this one's posted. And again, you can find the links to all this goodness over at theuniquegeek.com. That's TheUniqueGeek.com, or just spell out The Unique Geek and push it together. Only
It pops right up.
little.
And I hate to say, if you put 50 days of Dragon Con in Google, it pops up too, which was a little scary.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like,
so, I mean, I don't know that we got a lot of Dragon Con stuff done today.
no, but we said hi.
We said hi. We certainly
And we
did say hi.
set the tone for the rest of all of these that you'll listen to. Sorry.
So as things start to come up, and I'm hoping that we will have some of the senior folks on, and can give you more official answers to some of your questions. If you do have some questions, as Leigh pointed
Yes,
out,
please.
not necessarily for us, but that we can try and find the information for you, please do let us know.
Especially if there's also maybe, a department you'd like to hear from. Like, I did Discord last year for me, but other people said it was very helpful. So if there's a department you'd like to talk to, let us know. That would be great. Or if, anything like that,
What about
We're
ministries?
willing
like
to listen.
ministries of silly walks or things like that.
we don't have those at Dragon Con. I mean, there is a Brit track, but we don't have a ministries.
We mentioned a couple people that emailed, right? Sarah,
Zan,
and Zan, and
Stephen Reyna
Stephen
have
Reyna,
emailed
I
us
think.
a couple of
Yeah.
times, and John's really sorry that the bolts broke the cup.
yep. I can only apologize for us Florida folks, Florida man. So
Again, only in Florida.
it's what we do here. It's what we do. So until next time, when maybe this is informative, maybe it's not. Who knows? Maybe we're talking about fish the next time. And by fish, I mean goldfish, not the jam band. Because why would you? No, actually, I like fish. They're not bad. It's just, it's in vogue to make fun of them. Anyway, so until next time, this is John for Leigh saying peace.
And bye.